Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And we are here to preview Leicester City versus Manchester United. Welcome to the channel. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And yes, it is that time. Another game is fast approaching, and it is Leicester City versus Manchester United. And we are here to preview the game. And as always, I am joined by Omundi. Sir, how are we doing?
Very good, very good. Obviously, 2 wins in a row. I'm skinny teeth, very happy at the moment. And this week will be another test. So ask me at the end of the week how I'm feeling, because I expect 6 points.
Okay, and Pat, sir, how are you doing?
Not bad, lads. Not bad at all. I'm looking forward to this game. Like Omundi said, 2 wins in a row. And what I'd like to see the most is what's Erik ten Hag going to do with this team. Is he going to rotate the team for Leicester and put a stronger team out against Arsenal? We don't know. So let's see what happens. Interesting times.
Don't even get me started. Andy, how are you doing, sir? And welcome back to the channel. How are we doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, Errol, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry I couldn't attend yesterday, but I had a day out in Yorkshire. Was back just caught the end of the show. Got in last night, but yeah, I'm here tonight to help with the show.
Excellent, sir. Welcome to the channel, and we are here to preview the game itself. And Andy, just give us a quick breakdown of what you thought the performance was against Southampton. Obviously, we did a first time ever the Man United Agenda panels got together in the same room, and we did quite a few bits and pieces. So we did a watch along to begin with, and after the watch along, we then can we plug the watch along what you and Pat did on Monday? Can we plug it tonight?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if anyone who's got BT Sports, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Football's On. It's called the channel on BT Sport.
Their football's on. Yeah.
Yes, and fingers crossed, the Man United Agenda YouTube channel will be featured on that show. So make sure you tune in and check it out as well. So Andy, give us a little breakdown of what you thought, sort of first half of the game, and well, 1-0 win would take all those 3 points.
I thought it was a dogged defensive performance. I really enjoyed that. It was like dogs of war. But I've not seen that since the Vidic Rio days. It was really good. I enjoyed it. But let's say midfield was still a little bit soft. You know, we didn't create nothing apart from that mad scramble, and that is what you call defending. Bodies on the line, defending from Southampton. There's like 3 chances in a minute, and it was fantastic. I thought, I mean, our play was really slow building up. I mean, first 20 minutes we were both finding each other out, Southampton and Man United. I say Bruno, he had a brilliant chance to play in. I think it was Elanga, and he didn't. The pass was so weak and tame. But Rashford, again, non-existent. It's frustrating. And Martial's sick note again. I'm really worried. I thought Martial might as well just sit in the stands and earns money like Phil Jones, because he's going to be out and cold. He's just a sick note, isn't he? So I don't know how long he's going to be out. But the second half, we sort of picked it up a little bit. And I thought it was one of them performances, a 1-0, a 1-1. I said that. I would have been happy with a point, but we took our chance. And I say the ball coming at you fast for Bruno, and he took his chance well. He hit it into the ground. So yeah, it was a good performance, and we held our own. And to be fair, Southampton, they gave us the game last 20-25 minutes, and they could on another day they could have come away with something.
Yeah, right with it. Thought Southampton played half decent. I don't think United had the same sort of energy about them what we went up against them against Liverpool. But like we said, you said you would take a point. We got all 3 points. So what we now do is we move on to the Leicester game now, where we're going to be playing Leicester City. Let's get the right banners up. So we're going to talk about previous encounter against Leicester City versus Manchester United. So Man United versus Leicester City, in the last 5 meetings, Leicester City have won 3, Man United 0, and drawn 2. So it just shows what the levels are at Man United prior to this season. Brendan Rodgers looks like he's under a lot of pressure. I don't know what you guys think, whether or not he is under pressure or it's just the club not backing him, because I think they got rid of Casper Schmeichel as well this season, Denise. So that was a surprise, complete surprise to me. Pat, with Leicester City, previous encounter, I was going to ask you, everyone, what was your probably one of the best games against Leicester and one of the worst games against Leicester? But I'm not even going to go into it because I can't remember any good games in the last 5. So let's not even bother. So, Pat, Brendan Rodgers, is he under pressure?
Yes. Do I care? No. He was linked to us. Everyone was saying we should take Brendan Rodgers. He's the best upcoming manager in England. And I tell you, it was the worst advice people were giving us. And I'm so happy we didn't end up with him and he didn't come anywhere near our stadium. It would have been the icing on the cake with everything that was going wrong at the time, getting that man in to run our club. They haven't backed him, in fairness to him. They look like they're limping along this year. And now it looks like they're selling more players than they're bringing in. They could have done with strengthening that midfield. They persevered with Ndidi, and I like Ndidi, but he's just like Martial for us. He's a bit of a sick note, and he's up and down as much as he is a good ball player. Jamie Vardy's not getting any younger, and they're looking like they're selling is a Fofana to Chelsea, or if he's not already sold. So not looking good for Rodgers this year. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Andy, obviously, Pat just said a few things with the Fofana deal. You're looking at Ndidi. I do like Ndidi. I thought a couple of seasons ago. I don't know about now how he is, but Brendan Rodgers, I was one of those fans who backed Brendan Rodgers to become a United manager, but I'm happy we got Ten Hag in now. So what do you think of it? Is it he's getting backed, or is it just crumbling underneath his feet?
It's a funny conversation because my dad was telling me about this today. He's like the owners, they're supposed to be mega rich, aren't they? Like you say, the son of the former chairman, they're well backed, but as I say, that they've had a lot of financial crashes in their country as well, so it's sort of affected the club as well. My dad was telling me this because he saw an interview with the son of Leicester City, and he was saying that their business has been affected as well abroad in Thailand, so it goes back to the football club as well. I mean, they got this state-of-the-art training facility, didn't they? And it's like, it cost them, I think, Harry Maguire basically paid for it, didn't it? So, basically, it's a beautiful facility. And I think now, because Leicester have peaked, they've done everything in the last 4, 5, 6 years. Premier League, won the FA Cup, won Champions League, runs in Europe. And now, is it just stripping your assets? But they've got Maddison as well, they've got Tillemans. They say Vardy's not getting any younger, is he? So it may be a mad dash for them on Thursday. They might be trying to get in place today and tomorrow for the Thursday match. Because like you say, if you don't replace what you're selling, you're going to struggle, and they could be in a relegation dogfight this year. And I mean, like I say, there's only one Premier League champion that would be relegated, and that was Blackburn. Leicester could be the next one. But it's going to be a mad scramble if they keep stripping.
Yeah. Also, with that as well, Omundi, obviously, like what Andy was saying, you got the Tillemans as well. He's linked with Arsenal. He's been linked with us for a while. But I think with the link with Arsenal, is it a case of some of these players, because I know Fofana, there was rumours that they did drop him the last game because of training and he basically turning up late and stuff like that. Could it be something like the Anthony one where the players don't really and truly want to play or turn up because they want this transfer to go through?
I don't know. If you're professional, you would train. I think he's been playing with the under-21s, training with them. We're talking about Fofana at the moment because he's made it clear. I think he wants to move. And I think while he's in that mindset, maybe it is good to separate him from the first team. He doesn't want to bring that negative energy around, or someone who's not going to be on board, or someone who might not be part of the drills and that kind of thing going forward. And you don't want to give someone information on training about your opponents or how you're setting up to someone who's going to be turning their back on you any minute, and selling tips. So yeah, I understand that happens a lot in football, but I do like players that are professional and get on with it without sulking or making a big scene. Keep these things in-house. You don't need to let the fans know or create news stories based on things like that. It's really unprofessional, in my opinion. You can be upset, but do it behind closed doors, as long as you're not doing a fly-on-the-wall documentary like we've seen before in the past, which I think are really good, by the way. I can't wait for Man United.
When they're not about your team.
I wish they were doing it this season, But anyway, yeah, Leicester.
Is that going to happen? Is that really going to happen?
Do you reckon they would allow that? Would they allow that, Andy? Man United to fly on the wall?
I don't think Ten Hag will let it rule. I tell you what, I don't think Ten Hag will let it roll, mate. No way.
No.
Would you like to see out at the balance of the changing room and the personalities, get a bit more insight into the players?
Oh, I like to see what they thought of me. Yeah. Getting on me on our case, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, bring it. Yeah, I'll be up for that angle, but nothing else.
I think it's great. I think it's great for football to see. It gives you better insight, doesn't it? But overall, I think Leicester have had a lot of good positive results. Like you said, the one that hurt me was the FA Cup semi-final a couple of years ago. But like you said, Errol, this is a new, fresh start. This is not the Man United of old. I do remember when they first come out, just before they won the league, they beat us about 6-3 or something stupid like that. Really overrun us. Powerful, running, really good team a few years ago. But they're still a threat. Andy names a couple of players there, like Tillemans and Maddison and Ricardo, the right back. They've got some good players. It's just about whether Brendan Rodgers can motivate them again, especially when he hasn't made any signings and he's got rid of his keeper or his keeper's left. So sometimes when things like that happen, you think the keeper's leaving a sinking ship. You suspect, and judging by them being bottom of the league and not keeping a clean sheet this season and only get 1 point in a draw, what you have to sort of start looking at them as like a team that's struggling. So they do need to sign someone soon. They do need a positive result. Hopefully, it doesn't come against us.
Schmeichel gone was nearly all of the core of that title-winning team gone. With Vardy still there, who else? Maddison, Perez. There's not an awful lot left, is there?
No,
that's true. I don't even think Perez was there for the title.
I don't think he was. I couldn't do a gamble on that last one, to be honest with you.
But looking at it though, like I said, I was going to ask you guys what Omundi named it. The FA Cup probably was the worst one for him. The one for me was the 4-2 away win. I think we went 1-0 up. It was 1-1. Then from 1-1, I think we went 2-1 up, and then they came out 2-2. And literally 2 goals in 2 minutes absolutely killed us in that game. So
and it would have had to be in Harry Maguire's lookalike and replacement in Soyuncu, who scored the goal as well. The big Turkish head in him.
Yeah, and the thing with it as well, we got banter by Leicester fans about Harry Maguire. That's how bad it was. Absolutely destroyed by them. But listen, for it as well, I would like to go through some of the comments first. Then I want to go and find out for us which player we believe Man United player will be a threat against Leicester. And we'll talk a bit more about Man United, to be honest with you. So, Amanda, would you mind doing some comments?
Yeah. So, obviously, it's the Man United agenda. It'd be nice if you could subscribe and press a like for us. We're not begging you, but it would be nice. Eddie saying, big up Man United agenda. All the people in the chat. Casemiro, please kick McTominay out, sir. So, he wants Casemiro in and McTominay out. Bang the light, he says, like as well. I want to say hi to Realist United. How you doing? He said, let's go. He's overexcited, as we all are. HD Gamer saying, it is not the Football Premier League show tonight. Has that moved to another channel, do you, Errol?
Oh, sorry. It is now on full-time Sports Network. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can get the link up and set the link into the chat so anyone who wants to join them can join them. So yes, we have moved it.
I want to say hi to the wonderful Matthew Bassett, all the way from Birmingham, and he's been really. I like listening to Matthew when he's on the show. He really sort of lays his point, and he's like, just black and white. He says it as it is. So big up to you, Matthew. Big up also to Bill Baggio. He says, Buono Serata. I don't know what that means. It's Italian, I imagine. But yeah, hello, welcome, greetings to the main man. And also the other main man, Bath Time with Vaughan, saying, all right, lads. Stuart Marshall, another main man, friend of ours. It's like the gangsters. He's a friend of ours. Stuart Marshall, how you doing? Evening, gents. Bath Time's asking why I'm repping McDonald's today with my hat. Yep, I just come off shift. Saying he's always scared of Vardy and he rates Dewsbury Hall as well. So those are two threats that we're coming on to. I want to say hi to Gavin Ward. How you doing, man? He says, wonder if they might bid for Maguire back. They could take 80 million for sure. Bill Badger is saying, yo, to everybody. Andy, Bath Time saying Andy loves Transformers. Surely he's well excited for the Lord of the Rings TV show.
No.
No, okay.
What a dude.
Paddy is in the house. In the house is Paddy. He was in my house the other day with Pat as well. And I miss you guys. Yeah. Well, you're welcome back. Dale Griffiths, how you doing, man? He's saying there's nobody in the Leicester team that currently gets into our first team. And that includes Maddison and Vardy, he reckons. The stadium's really nice up there, says Paddy. Baffy Bassett saying Pereira, Ricardo, that is at right back as a threat. Anthony Herbert saying big up, lads. Bring you. He's an Arsenal fan, obviously. He said, hope you're well. Bring on Sunday. We will destroy you at Old Trafford and take the 3 points. And he's laughing as well. He's not serious. Barfan said,
bless him.
Give him some.
Fans.
That's right.
Oh,
Barfan saying, I'd like to see a documentary about Pogba's school for witchcraft and wizardry. Paddy saying, put Leicester and Arsenal to bed, but concerned as Rashford and Sancho step up. He wants Rashford and Sancho to step up. Finally, want to say hi to Gavin Ward again, saying weird one at Leicester. They have invested a lot in the infrastructure. So I don't think they have the cash for the team as well. Everton are in the same boat. Tottenham went through it too. Fine. So that's a good breakdown of what's going on right there. Thank you.
Right. So we are going to, guys, I have put the link in the description for anyone who wants to join the fantasy football show, which is that one there. So you can just click onto it and jump on it, basically. It's a new channel we kickstart with, and we're just giving it a trial to see how it works on it. So let's go and let's talk about Manchester and United now. Let's talk about the difference, what we can see, what a week or 2 weeks have made to this fantastic club that we support, and the highs and the lows they put us through, Andy. So Manchester United, don't know where they got all this money from, but all of a sudden it looks like we're going to spend over 200 million for the first time. Net spend for Man United for the last few years has been only about 60 million, just under 60 million. Going in against Leicester, from the performance so far you have seen, is this a game that we go in full of confidence, or is it a game that, as what Omundi says, there is still threats? There's a few threat elements still around it.
It's a mixture. You can be confident. There's no harm with having confidence when winning football matches. Is it a crime to be confident going into a game? I don't think so. So you can go into a game with confidence, knowing what the previous two matches you draw on it. And you approach the game in the same way you approach any other game, and play to your abilities, play to your weaknesses or your defenses or your best possible solutions. So it's fine. It's fine. You just go and approach it, and I think we can get a result. Like I say, we did it on Saturday. We'll do it again. And like I say, Ten Hag's probably already knowing what's prepared. He's already got dossiers on him, watching videos. He's had them checked out. I mean, to be fair, they were very unlucky on Saturday from what I heard. Against 10-man Chelsea, they should have got something there as well. So they're not to be underestimated, Leicester. Not to be underestimated at all.
Yeah. Monday, I know I'm going to go to you, then I'll come to Pat next. Leicester City, like Andy said, you can't underestimate them. At the moment, for me, I take each and every game as it comes, because from what I've saw from last season to come into this season, as I said, providing I can see a different style of play and there is a pattern as well, I'm happy with wherever we finish in the league, providing we're not playing the football we've been playing for the last few seasons. So going in and looking at the game against sort of Leicester City, taking one game at a time, do you go in there with much confidence from the last few performances?
Of course, yeah, I'm super confident. Look, we've got a team, we've got a good manager, and I think when teams like as big as Man United and have that, it's not just one people wishing you well. It's like everyone's sending their prayers. We've got a great fan base, and when you got everyone excited and on the up and feeling good and going to a game, even the away supporters, and putting it behind you, you can feel that as a there's no tension as a player. You're thinking, yeah. Another one. And especially for me, especially if you've got someone in the change room like Martinez, and you look at him and you look him in the eye before a game and you see he's got the eye of the tiger and he's about to butcher somebody, and you're thinking, yeah, man, I'm down with these guys, you feel a bit more secure, don't you? And then you walk out on the pitch and you hear the songs with full of joy, like it's a Sunday at church, the fans are behind you and that lifts you up as well. It's just a joyful thing to be a footballer when things are going well. So, but that's in contrast to when things are going badly. You go out there, Harry Maguire's thinking, oh God, what are they going to say about me today? Pogba's going to be swearing at the fans for giving him stick. It's not nice. It's not nice. And people say, oh, you're paid as professional to do, but it has an effect. Otherwise, you wouldn't have fans there. This is what they do. They put you off. This is why away form is so poor for most teams. Your home game is where you get that extra advantage. And people don't realize the vibration that you send out, all this positive energy you send out, it has an effect. So right now, I think we're confident. We're all confident, all four of us here. It's going to transform onto the players from the away fans on Thursday. And I think that's enough with the quality as well we got and the way that we're playing and the security that we have, the insurance that we have at the back and assurance as well. And the midfield and, slowly ticking over, slowly learning how to keep a good shape to avoid any sort of counter-attacks, how to penetrate teams as well, how to soak up teams in the low block and how to soak up teams in the mid-block. Ain't that right, Pat? The master of the mid-block. I'm going to start changing your name to Pat Mid-Block Lawless because he's been learning all about it. So you want to know about the mid-block, you go speak to Pat.
And we are going to speak to Pat now as well. Obviously, like Omundi said about the confidence about going into the game. I know I do listen. I do hear what you're saying on Monday with that as well. But I'm going to go with Pat with this one. We had the best. We broke a record on the social with how many away games we won. We were absolutely dreadful at home, but away we broke a record. Now we've just broken records for how bad our away forms are. So I know what you're saying about the fans are getting, on people's back and things like that. But I just think it comes down to whether or not these guys actually want to play for the club. They're good enough, and it shows they are good enough with sort of a bit of coaching, a bit of training. So, Pat, do you agree with Monday about the away record, whether or not the fans, well, obviously Harry Maguire, Fridge Maguire ain't going to be playing anymore anytime soon, but yeah.
Lads, I'm not overly concerned about the away form or anything like that. Well, I'm actually more intrigued to how Erik ten Hag is going to get them to come out of blocks. Against Liverpool, we were like greyhounds. We were at them. We were ferocious. We wanted that ball, and it was our game, and we were going to win it. And I haven't seen Manchester United play like that in a long time. Against Southampton, we were a bit more reserved. And exactly what Omundi said, we sat back a bit more. We absorbed the pressure, and we kind of played the game out. We took our chances. We should have done better on a few chances. And we heard Erik ten Hag say it at the end of the game. We should have done better. But we obviously done a few things right, and he's happy. And just like what Andy says, don't underestimate Leicester. Tielemans, Barnes, Vardy, Maddison, any one of them could punish it at any minute from anywhere just outside the box, inside the box. They're a good team. I wouldn't mess with them. So I'd like to think that Erik ten Hag is going to respect Leicester and he's going to come out at them the same way he came at Liverpool. And there might even be a few changes for this Leicester game. And he'll keep it strong.
Don't even get us started about that. You're listening to Rebel too much. Rebel told me to change my captain the other day, changed it, and my captain scored a hat-trick. So don't listen to Rebel. No. Don't listen to Rebel.
I think he's either going to make changes for Sunday or he's going to play the same team he played on Saturday. I don't know. We don't know enough about Erik ten Hag to know what he's going to do yet. So it's going to be interesting.
I know. I've got the team. I know the team. Monday, we're going to go through some of the comments, and when we come through the comments, then we're going to ask Andy threats for Manchester United and what players looking most forward to watch playing against. Because you're in the studio. No, are you in this week or next week? You're in the studio. Is it against Leicester? You're in the studio, Andy? Oh no, you're not. You're working. Apologies.
I might be in the studio for Arsenal on Sunday. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Say you take each day as it comes in life.
Exactly. So, Omundi, would you mind, please?
Yeah, there's not many comments based on the game. Everyone's having their own little private convo. Stuart Marshall's asking who's Anthony Herbert and what's the Gooner doing on here for? What's he doing on here? So, Anthony, you can respond. FC United's here as well. She's saying good evening to all. Gavin Ward saying, wonder how many people are putting Anthony in their FBL teams because, yeah, it's exciting, is it? Whether he can step up. It's just everyone's talking about Southampton. They're beating Chelsea at the moment 2-1. That's the 2-1. Team that we played the other day. And I don't know. I thought Southampton looked quite secure. Which is good going forward. I think the league's brilliant. There's not many good comments here, but here's one for you, Errol. It says, Mr. Pink, you're letting your pinky side down.
I had to wear this one. I'm sorry. I had to wear this one. It's a preview show, so I had to wear a Man United shirt. Come on, we had to do something about it.
That's that tiger shirt, isn't it? That the tiger.
It is a tiger shirt. You got the bogus shirt and you got the tiger shirt.
And Bath Time wants to speed you up to the solo 11. He's getting excited. He wants to know, does your team have Fred and Casemiro in it solo? We'll soon find out, I'm sure.
Soon find out. So, Andy, threats for Manchester United. What player are you most looking forward to see playing this week? I don't think Andy is going to be available, but who is it you're looking forward to?
I want to see what Casemiro can bring. I really do. And maybe, I know this is a bit of a long shot. Was it the Braca? If we get him signed, would he play for Thursday or with a hair? So we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Casemiro can really bring, and see where we go from this. And will he start Ronaldo as well? Or will Ronaldo be gone in the next 24 hours? Yeah. If he starts with Ronaldo, I think he's staying.
Could it be a farewell? Oh, no, because it wouldn't be. It's not home, is it?
I say, if he starts with Ronaldo, if nothing happens in the next 24 hours, he'll start with Ronaldo. And we've got Ronaldo at least till January. So I think he will start with Ronaldo up front. And with Casemiro as well. That midfield with Fred or McTominay, who do you do? I think Eriksen needs a rest now. Eriksen, because he's played two really fast, intense games. He's worked hard. So you sort of a rotation. Who do you bring back as well? I don't know. That's a question. It's a really big question defensively. But I'm looking forward to see Casemiro playing on Thursday. Definitely.
Pat?
Me personally now, only for the game we have on Sunday, I think the only change we're probably going to make will be Ronaldo. Will start, and it'll be the same team that played against Southampton. Listen, we're only 3 or 4 games into the season. I don't think resting players is going to be on Eric Ten Hag's mind, especially with Anthony coming in. He can rest all the players he wants, and he can start rotating the likes of Sancho and Rashford when Anthony's match fit, ready for the Premiership after a couple of substitutes.
Okay. On Monday?
Yeah, no particular player. I agree with Andy. I would love to see Casemiro play if he does play. That'd be great. He had a little cameo the other day, and he was on it, wasn't he? He was buzzing around doing his thing. But I think once he plays the 90 minutes, he'd be a bit more conservative, and you get to see the real player. Because a lot of us, even myself, I've seen him at Real Madrid, but I think when we see him after a few weeks, we start to appreciate what makes him so good and why was he a mainstay in such a great side that won 5 Champions League for so long. Because the other two were seen to be like Modric even won the Ballon d'Or, didn't he? And Toni Kroos was playing pretty passes and all that. But the real hard worker behind that unit was him. So he's obviously going to hopefully transform that to us and get us playing better as a team. But I just want to see the defensive structure as a unit play well, because I think we've been playing well lately, really restricting teams from breaking us down and from scoring goals once we're tight and once we're compact. And I just love watching the defense move around and soak up pressure and organize each other. I've seen a lot more communication now, you know. So I think the most important thing right now is the defense. If we can keep that secure and, you know, keep like you said the other day about Southampton, they were pressuring us. They really went for it in the second half, last 15, 20 minutes. And we sat back, said, okay, but we were in control. Sat back, said, all right, bring it on. You can have your fullbacks high up the pitch, everything else, bring it on. The only thing we didn't do is counter them properly. And as what's his name, Pat was saying the other day, if we would have had someone maybe quicker than Ronaldo on the pitch, we could have got away and scored a couple of goals on the counter. It could be 3-0 we were talking about, you know. So the defence for me is everything. And that defence, I know it's defensive unit, but also the midfield and the strikers have to listen to Ten Hag. You only get faith in people once they start proving this guy knows what he's talking about. And I think by now the players realise they'll be talking to us saying, you know what, the manager's all right, you know. And just, but you know, and he knows what he's talking about. They would have put him to the test. These players are really nasty. Sometimes they put you to the test to see what you've really got, and you have to be. It's like in my job, for example, you have to always have your armor up because people are always looking for weaknesses, trying to look for vulnerabilities in your performance as whatever you're doing. And I think players do that to managers. And I think by now we've got to the point where they realise this guy's the real deal. He's not an Ollie. He's not a Ralph where we can, you know, undermine. This guy is. We put him to the test, and he proves that his tactics and his talk and everything else is assertive and it's right. So I'm really looking forward to him and the season as well. I'm really happy about the season. Win or lose, might not win a trophy, whatever happens. I just like the idea of this that the players are on board with a manager who's, I believe, is top draw, and it's only a win-win for us.
Yeah. Okay. So I was going to say my player. I'm not going to keep going on about Jadon Sancho because that's the only player I keep going on about at the moment because I honestly believe he'll probably be our player of the season. But again, with us, I'm looking forward to watching the Butcher play again. That's all I'm doing. All these people been giving it, all these so-called fans, pundits saying he's too short to be a defender. I think now I'm part of the defense for the defenders now on Monday. I've got it now. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play again. So, but guys, we are going to go through some of the comments. And if you're new to the channel, guys, give us a subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, just give us a like and start putting in your predicted 11 for it because the next part of the show will be solo predicted 11 lineup. So Andy, start thinking about your team and listen, be nice please to my team, but I'm joking, be as harsh as you can.
Bartime saying 100% your team has Ronaldo in it, talking about the solo 11. So he reckons Ronaldo's going to be playing in yours. Gavin was saying, what scares me about Leicester? We're talking about the high line. I know Vardy's knocking on, but he's playing into his skill set, which is a high line where he can sort of get in behind, and he's still got pace, hasn't he? So that's a danger. Stuart Marshall saying, funny feeling Ronaldo will start against Leicester. Bartime saying the deadline's an hour after the game against Leicester. I'll say hi to Hydro. How you doing? Both me and Pat are drinking lots of hydro water at the moment to refresh. And he's saying, I'm looking forward to Martinez. Oh, here we go. It makes 3 of us all drinking our hydro water. So big up to Hydro. Yeah, we're all down.
Let the team down.
Everyone's got a Dr. Pepper or something there, some fizzy drink. So Hydro's saying, I'm looking forward to Martinez kicking the doo-doo out of Vardy. That's brilliant. Bill Badger saying, Bruno to nag 2 goals. He's due a penalty as well. Is Bruno on penalty still? Bath time saying Casemiro was awful against when he came on the other day for the 10-minute cameo. Want to say hi to Vincent. How you doing? And a couple more here. Gavin saying, not the character to be captain for me. Whinges and unsportsmanlike. He's talking about Bruno. Stuart Marshall saying, it's a breath of fresh air, seeing some passion and right again. That's all we want to see. Bleed for the badge. Now, we all know Stuart, big up Stuart, because Stuart I've seen him go to the away games and the home games so far. So he's on it. He's on the bus. He's traveling all up and down the country for the team. And we love you for that, man. I wish I could do that. Bill Badger saying, go away, Gavin. You sound like pundits. Every other team has players like him. He's our captain. He scored the winner, and he's better than Maguire all day. So there's a bit of infighting, guys. Break it up.
On the
break it up.
agenda. On the agenda.
Yeah,
break it up, guys. Otherwise, we send Andy to your house.
Yeah.
With Mr. B.
Oh, with Mr. B, yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Andy and
Yo,
Mr. B.
terrifying.
What's this one? Did you have this one on Monday?
Oh, sorry. Vince is saying, do you think the grey wall behind Paddy would look nice with a Man United shirt hanging up on the frame? We'll brighten up the room with some colour, laughing out loud. So there you go. Paddy, some interior decoration.
That's enough.
Oh, no, yeah.
Enough. He's got the king, man. He's a king on his wardrobe. Leave him be.
Oh, absolutely brilliant.
Stuart Marshall, the fan that goes to every game, he's saying here, big up to Andy, absolute legend. And we second that.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah. We know.
I say the away support is fantastic. They sing their hearts out. I heard them Saturday. They were fantastic. And I'm sure they'll do it again on Thursday.
Yeah.
Just one more here. Bill Badger is saying, I'll keep Andy quiet. I'll just throw him my Transformers annuals. So
you kidding me, man? I've got a cupboard round there full of them. I've got the entire 80s collection in a wardrobe round the corner, mate. Telling you. Oh dear.
It's the same when I traveled on the bus from Birmingham to every home game, and sometimes back in the days traveling with Sharp, his mum and dad, and Adam McCullough. So these are the Birmingham Man United fan clubs. We've got a lot of we've got Matthew Bassett, we've got Vincent in the house, and also Shah all the way from Birmingham. They all travel up to Manchester. So yeah, it's everyone loves our club, don't they? It makes it.
Not as much as Solo starting 11.
Yeah, let's do this.
I heard someone swear at me. Let's go, guys. 20 in the chat. Get involved. I would like to see some people get their team out and pick as much. And I know one person is looking so forward to this is bath time. Mr. B isn't around at the moment, so I can sort of like relax a little bit. 1 second. Let's go. So let's kickstart. Who should I give the pleasure with starting with? Andy, do you want to kickstart the show by having a look at my predicted 11 and see who you would change, or do you totally agree with my whole team selection?
Right. I would keep the back four and the goalie as it is. Really defensive, strong, dogged, determined beasts, a lot of them. But the midfield, I would consider rotating it a bit. Let's say somebody needs a rest. Would you drop Bruno or would you drop Fred? I don't know. That's the key. Would you play McTominay? Because McTominay's found, say, a little bit of form. But I agree with Casemiro. Brilliant to start. Going forward, Jadon Sancho, Elanga. Oh, who do you drop for Ronaldo? Who do you drop? I really don't know. I think Elanga looks more the sacrifice for Ronaldo to be playing up front. I really do. Rashford go to the wing. But let's say Rashford and Ronaldo on both wings. Coming in from the right, or interchanging wings, coming in from the left. But I can see Ronaldo definitely on the top, making a start, definitely. So that Casemiro, first appearance, Ronaldo, yeah. If he plays, he stays. That's Ronaldo on Thursday. He's staying for the season at least till January.
Okay, so Pat, gonna go to you next. Obviously, Andy's saying seems like Andy wants Ronaldo in this lineup, but this is your opportunity. This is for you to sit there and pick a team. Guys, 19 in the chat. Have a go. See what your team lineup will be. We'll read it out as well.
It'd be very hard to drop any of that defense at the moment because they're just playing so well together. Malacia, Martinez, Varane, Dalot. Couldn't be happier with the back four, including De Gea. Even though everybody seems to have a problem with it at the moment, he's doing all right in my eyes, but he's probably not the finished product for what we need. The Fred and Casemiro, as much as I'd like to see it, I think it's a little bit too soon for it. Fred and Casemiro, to me, would what our midfield would look like in the second half for substitutes. I still like to stick with I'd like to stick with Scott McTominay and Ericsson and give them at least the first half, see if we can kill a game off, and then bring Fred and Casemiro on. I think Atli Alanga would be ideal for playing against Arsenal on Sunday because we're going to need young, fresh legs running at them and giving them all sorts of trouble. So that was the only reason why I thought we'd drop him and bring in Ronaldo and put Rashford out on the left and Sancho out on the right and leave Bruno where he is.
Okay. Omundi?
Yeah, I like your team. I really do like your team. I just wouldn't have Fred in there. I would either have Ericsson or McTominay.
These Fred bogs, man. What is wrong with these people?
It's you. You've created this for yourself, because you insist on endorsing Fred. Even if he has bad games, you're supporting him. But Fred is look, I'm not going to here to criticize him. I just think based on we have to win games. I think when you look at Leicester, they got a very good midfield. Their defense is like Johnny Evans is just holding on now to their defense. Fofana's left. They're playing Amati, whatever his name is. He's a Ghanaian. He's only 5'2" or something like that. He's obviously taller than that, but I'm just saying, exaggerating. He's short. And I'm not criticizing short centre backs because we got one who played brilliantly, but I just think he's a midfielder who's come into centre back, and he played against us last season at centre back as well. And I just think we need to exploit these guys who are not established centre backs and thing. They're winging it at the moment, and we can't allow them to get away with that. We have to really punish them for that. The only issue I have is their midfield because they played different systems this year. As I would give Brendan Rodgers a lot of credit for, he does mix up his side. It's like, right, we're going 4-2. 3-1, we're going 4-1, 4-1, we're going 4-2, whatever, we're going 3-5-2, and they seem to adapt really well. So it seems like they're well drilled and know how to sort of change their formation. So I don't know what we're going to come up against, but what I do know is that they do dominate midfield. They've dominated us in the past. I've seen the games I've seen this year. They've packed the midfield out. They've got a lot of good midfielders in there, and I think we have to sort of dominate that area. That's why I'd be happy if Casemiro starts and someone like McTominay as well to get in there and sort of get the ball off them. Say we're controlling the play here, and if we beat them in that respect, that's the area I feel where they've slapped us about a bit lately. If we can dominate the midfield, I think we win the game quite comfortably.
Yeah. Again, the reason, as I said, the reason I put Fred in, I know people will sit there and say on the channel, I'm always talking about Fred. It's only because of the record with Brazil that I put Fred and Casemiro in. Obviously, we know Fred is going to, I think, is it in January? He can start talking to other clubs. I think his contract ends next season. I do believe it is. And I think Fred's probably going to put on one performance from now to the end of the season just to get a new contract, because he's looking at the likes of Phil Jones and thinking, how the hell Phil Jones can get a contract by sitting on the bench, playing no games, but I'm sitting here running around, I'm getting criticised, yet not getting a contract or any love from Omundi at all.
Well, look, the only reason why I'd like to keep McTominay in that squad solo over Fred is it's not just the midfield duties that he's going to carry out. It was how well he played against Southampton. And like I was saying it to Monday about every time we got kind of pinned back on our own half or Southampton attacked, whatever way you want to call it. Scott McTominay was in there acting as a fifth defender, and he was in there supporting Martinez and supporting Rafael Varane. Yeah. And I just don't think Fred is the right man to bring in at the moment when that defense is doing so well and McTominay is helping out so much. So that's the only reason why I'm not putting Fred in my team. I have nothing against Fred, and I'm sure he's going to come in at some stage and he's going to gel with Casemiro, and we're going to see some silky football. But just at the moment, the way the team is gelling together at the back and McTominay is helping out, I just think it's the wrong time to bring Fred in. That's all.
I'm just calling you lot Fred haters. Don't worry about it. Just pure hate against Fred. Now, to be honest with you, I know sort of like Andy was saying about trying to get, if Bruno play, if Ronaldo play, that means obviously Ronaldo will stay at the club. But I'm going to ask Andy this. Andy, performance so far from Bruno Fernandes, why do you still think he's getting so much abuse still, even though I think he's been playing okay, but a lot of fans out there is giving him stick? Is it from sort of past last season, or is there something you can see in his game right now that he's not actually doing?
I think he's doing something now, because I think last season he wanted to take too much responsibility. He wanted to like drag the team forward and wanted to go forward, and he was screaming abuse at everybody, So I think I say he's at crossroads with his new contract. He's at a Paul Pogba crossroads, but I think he's going the right way to actually, like you say, that Bruno who started. I think he's gone. Do you remember that when he first come in? He's gonna have to change his game now. That Bruno first come in, brilliant. That's why we got top 3, we got Champions League, because we were like 6 points off the top, and 6th after losing to Burnley. I remember it well. But I think Bruno now he's going to have to change his game a bit now. So and he wants responsibility, but I think he's going to have to say, I want to do it, but I can't do it. Don't be trying taking on the world when you got your teammates around you. You know what I mean? You could see it like with his performance. It was dogged. I mean, the way he got the ball from he won't give ball to Mo Salah. He got criticised, absolutely criticised by it. He should have been had a 20-game ban. People are disgusting. It's bad sportsmanship. I don't care. That's my captain at Man United doing that. So trying to help us get a win. Really not interested. He's dogged. He's working. He's worked hard the last 2 games. Like I say, but I think he just wants to be at the centre of everything. There was a free kick just before half time, and I was in the studio watching it with Jay. And I thought, don't take this, Bruno. Give it Eriksen. And as soon as he hits it, oh, God, that was it. Hit the wall, wait, half time. When Eriksen, will say, is I would say, a better free kick taker. But I think Bruno's on the way, the right way to doing it. And his goal and like I say, his performance and his attitude is changing slowly. Like I say, it's going to take time, but it's all gelling together like a chemical. And it'll come out looking like the Joker, all smiling.
Yeah, because also with it, you're talking about free kicks, but one person I'm so happy with, I'm noticing not getting free kicks or even standing over free kicks is Rashford. Because I've not seen Rashie scored a free kick. I can't remember him scoring a free kick. So that's one thing I'm happy with.
On his birthday, all them years ago, that's it, Chelsea.
Yeah, there you go. So apart from that, Rosette, you should let Fred take all the free kicks. I think he's the best free kick taker in the team. oh, brilliant. I wonder, would you mind going through some of the comments, please? Thank you.
Fred's lucky if he gets free kicks again. Bath Time saying, did Andy do fan cams outside the print works for the Transformer films?
Unfortunately, no, I didn't.
Oh, God, they love this. 29 likes. Thank you, Vincent. I'll throw them on the fire for you then, Andy. Says Bill Baggio. No Ronaldo, so he likes it. Says Bath Time saying your midfield is wrong. Eriksen, Casemiro in a double pivot, says Matthew Bassett. Rest Bruno, play Eriksen and Donny, says Flex Felix. How you doing, Flex? This is a team from Stuart Marshall. He wants De Gea, Delo, Varane, Martinez, Malacia, Casemiro, Bruno, Fred, Sancho, Ronaldo, Rashford. So Ronaldo starts for him. I've got Bath Time saying that I've no idea what Ten Hag's going to do with the midfield. Casemiro will play some part, but it's hard to drop Eriksen and McTominay at the moment. I do agree. I want to say hi to the beautiful Christine Howley, and she makes me feel very proud when I'm walking the street with her. I took her to a restaurant the other day, and I look so cool. Thanks for making me look cool, Christine. You are wonderful. Thank you. Flex Felix is saying, unfortunately, subs Varane on the 60th minute for Maguire. We have no cover and shouldn't have let Bailey go. Stuart Marshall saying, save Eriksen and Elanga for the Gooners. Bill Badger saying, McTominay doesn't deserve drop in at the moment, but I want to see with Casemiro, can they play together? That's a question. Matthew Bassett's got De Gea, Delo, Varane, Martinez, Malacia, Casemiro, Eriksen, Elanga, Fernandez, Sancho, and Rashford. Matthew Bassett saying, want to see Fred fresh and ready to be all over Odegaard Sunday afternoon. That's interesting.
I'll take that.
It's like Fergie used to do that with Park, didn't he? He used to put
Park and Fletcher. He used to play Fletcher in all the games, didn't it? Any games against Arsenal.
Tough teams, yeah. FC United forever. And look, she's a proper fan. I mean, she's talking about, I'll come on to it in a minute, about beating under 21s, or was it under 23? Anyway, she's saying, did you see Everton away kit? That's the kit for you, Mr. Pink. Show your love for the Irish side of the Scouser land. I want to say hi to the Villa player. He says, "What's
Big up.
happening? How you doing, man? Big up. Thanks for tuning in." Vincent saying, "Do you know the Chelsea game's been moved to Saturday the 22nd of October? Do you think this is to do with the Glazers doing a deal with Sky, saying don't show the protest because he's hearing that Sky Sports has been told by the Glazers not to cover the protest?" And as I'm saying about FC United forever, the Scousers are under 21s getting whipped by Salford at the moment. Up, Stuart Marshall says, FC United forever up the Salford. Want to say hi quickly all the way from Jamaica to Jordan. How you doing?
Jordan,
He said, big up Solo. Vincent saying, well, I hope on OMONDI offered to pay. And finally, Chelsea, Bill Badger saying Chelsea are getting owned at the moment by Southampton.
2-1.
What a league this is.
That's a compliment to us now after how we played, because I thought Southampton's defence was excellent on Saturday.
Chelsea's already at the title race if they lose that, man. I mean, you can only lose like 5-6 games in a season, and they've already lost to Leeds.
Yep.
And that was unexpected, and even this one will be unexpected.
What wouldn't be unexpected if Stuart Marshall has his wish? He said, I want to see Andy as Ten Hag number 2.
God, you're asking for trouble there, man.
I can imagine you now kneeling on the sideline like Bielsa.
Chewing gum.
You're chewing my fingernails that long.
Okay.
2-1 up.
Oh, yeah. It's
3-1 now.
Trick or trade, isn't it?
It was almost 3-1.
Trick or treat.
It's the trick or trade trophy or something, or is it the
Yeah.
Papa John's trophy?
Right. Okay.
It's one of them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you had under 20 freezer in. I've got a friend who went up there tonight to Carlisle.
Oh, nice.
He jibbed the train. He got caught at Stockport. Northampton. He got caught.
Oh, no.
Can't jib a train all the way from Northampton all the way to bloody Carlisle.
Carlisle's quite north, isn't it? It's really quite far.
It's Papa John. Yeah, Vince is saying it's Papa John trophy.
Very far.
Yeah. Guys,
John.
we are gonna ask you now for our score prediction for Leicester versus Manchester United, and let's go. Get in the comments, please, guys, and let's give a score prediction. Pat, sir, what is your score prediction for this upcoming game? And please do not tell us it's one of our Monday's score predictions.
Last year I would have said a positive 2-1, but this year I'm gonna say 2-0, lads.
Andy?
I'm going to say 3-0 and a really, really defensive, strong performance. We might have to hit them on the break, but if we play Ronaldo and get the attackers right, put it in the box, 3-0 United. But I think it'll be hard. If we score first, I think we're in control. But now I say never underestimate Leicester, but I'm still going 3-0.
Oh, wow. Ooh, OMONDI. What are we going for?
I'm going for
3-0.
4-1 beating. As I said, Leicester's defence is looking a bit shaky at the moment with the personnel they have there, not good enough at this level, hence why they're bottom. I do think we're due everything just to click, It's hard to get the orchestra, the band to play on time, in tune. But I think we're due that. We're overdue. So I'm saying, like, in the preseason, like, we beat Liverpool 4-0 on tour, and while they were just learning in this process. Now we're stepping it up. Now we've got a team that's on their knees at the bottom of the table. Let's bury them. Let's make them make a decision on Brendan Rodgers and give them a 4-1 roasting. I'm saying that because they scored in every game, but they also conceded in every game. So I think we could be like 3-4-0 up quite easily if we take our chances. If you look at all the games that we played, even the game, we've had chances. We do create chances at Man United Football Club. And the last 2 games, we've created a lot of chances, just that we didn't finish our dinner. Like Pat, when I took him to the Caribbean restaurant on Saturday, he couldn't finish his dinner because it was a big old mountain plate. But anyway, I do think we can beat them quite heavily. I'm saying 4-1 away from home, which will send shockwaves around the league.
I'd say that.
Well, I'll take that too, but I'm going to go with my one. I'm going to come back to the original 3-1. Think 3-1 for us against Southampton, first half. But we got to take some positive about the first half. The first half was the first time that Man United didn't concede a goal since February in a Premier League away game. So you've got to give that to us a little bit. But going into the game, I think we should come out of that with 3-1. I'm going to say if Jadon Sancho score, for Jadon Sancho to score. I'm going to say Fred, if Fred does start as well, Fred to get a goal, because Fred has scored twice in this fixture, in the away fixture before as well. So we got to give Fred something as well from it. And if Rashford play, Rashford to get one as well. So Omundi, would you mind? Oh yeah, everyone loves Omundi's positivity. We need some of that positivity.
Yeah,
Score,
why not? Doesn't hurt. UK Strange saying 3-1 to Man United. Love that. Stuart Marshall saying 3-1 Man United. Ronaldo brace. That'd be nice. Felix is saying another clean sheet. 2-0. That's a nice result. 2-2 says Bill Badger. It's worked so far.
Oh no, Bill.
Matthew Bassett saying 2-0 to Man United. Hydro is saying 3-0 to Man United. Vincent's also saying 3-0. Gavin Ward saying 1-1. Vincent saying whoever's going to go into Leicester and why the sausage rolls are banging, they're better than the hot dogs that they have at Old Trafford, he believes. Matthew Bassett saying, Omundi, we're not great either. Granted, we are better, but don't underestimate Leicester City. So he's a bit of doubt there, question mark. Stuart Marshall saying, yeah, loves the positivity. And UK Strange finally is saying Cristiano, Rashford, Bruno with the goals. So that's going to be his 3-0.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. 20 in the chat
3-1.
still. Give us a like, share, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Andy, where can we find you? Let's go.
I'm off Instagram. I've been suspended at the moment due to another Andrew Tate in the world. A certain bald-headed Andrew. It's mad, isn't it? I've been suspended, so I'm currently on an Instagram ban. I've appealed it and I'm waiting. If I've done something wrong, I'll hold my hands up, but I am not kickboxing champion. I am not controversial. But I am on YouTube, ATTV, and I'm on TikTok.
Oh, we need to sign a petition. We need to sign
I can't believe that Andy Tate story. You know, he's out there announcing it on some rich yacht and saying F Instagram, and you're saying it on the Man United agenda. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
man. That's great.
Because he say he's a wannabe, and I'm the original. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's it.
There's only one. There's only one Andy.
That's right.
That's only one.
Yeah,
Andy.
Jay screaming it in the studio on Saturday.
Absolutely brilliant.
But his name's Andrew Tate, or is it Andy Tate? Well, how do they? Because you're known as Andy Tate.
Yeah, but my name is Andrew Tate. You say
right.
everyone calls me Andy, but you say I'm Andrew. That's my name, Andrew Tate. But he's Andrew Tate, but he's still the same. He's still taking someone's mental, mate. He's controversial. He's a very nasty piece of work. I've heard his views on women. I've heard his views on mental health and bloke and men. It's wrong. He's a nasty piece of work, and I'm glad he's been banned. But unfortunately, somebody's taken a hint and looked at me, looked at my Instagram, because I've got about 18,000 followers, and they haven't even thought it's football related. It's football, mate. Take another look at my Instagram page. You know, it's a silly world we live in. Easily a wet wipe society. Wow, you're going to be offended by somebody who talks football. Wow, job on.
Oh, God.
Telling you.
Natasha Snowden, how you doing? She said, "Yo, Andy Tate is the original. You got the job on a technicality." Okay, yes.
Yeah, on a technicality. Yeah, I've been suspended on a technicality. Good night.
Oh, absolutely. Great, guys. What it is now, we're going to wrap up. So if you do watch, obviously, us, you can jump over to Andy as well. Give Andy a like, share, and subscribe. Remember, guys, we're all in this together. And remember as well, at 10 o'clock tonight, we have got the eye test. So make sure you tune in at 10 o'clock, sorry for that, with Omundi. Pat will be joining them with bath time as well. Bath time has been telling me on here he needs to do some work on screen. So apparently I need to hurry up and get off. But guys, make sure you tune in for those guys' show, and we will be back tomorrow as well at 8:30. We will be back for I think there's 2 shows going out on, I don't know how this is going to work, but apparently there's going to be 2 shows going on Thursday. There's a transfer deadline day show and also a watch along at the same time. Don't ask me, I'm not the technical guy. So, guys, from us at the Mania Agenda, we'd like to say absolutely amazing for all the contribution tonight. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, and help us to reach the 2.5k subscribers. So, from us, good night.
Good night.